Hello, today we're going to be doing the binary search, which is in my common interview questions series, and it is the 9th video in this series. So what is a binary search? Basically, it's chopping the array in half, and then you continue to do that until you find the number. So in this first example here, you see we have 7 numbers, and we want to determine if it's in the bottom half or the top half. Depending on which half we determine the number is in, we chop that in half until we find the actual number. So to code this, I started with an initial array of 1 through 5, and we're looking for the number 4. So this binary search is going to return the position of that number in the array. So we need to start with a left and a right value, pointers. So our left is going to equal 0. Our right is going to be the input array. Length minus 1. Alright, so we're going to loop through this array, and we never want the left pointer to bypass the right pointer. So we're going to do some stuff to try and find the number, and if we don't find it, we're going to return -1. Alright, so what are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to define the midpoint to know where to chop the array. Okay, so this is basically boilerplate code for determining the middle of an array. So we're going to add, normally you would add left and right and divide by 2, but this is right minus left handles larger numbers and index out of range array. So let's take the easy example. If the input array, if the midpoint is actually equal to the, and in this case the target, the number you passed in, well then you found it, and you're just going to return the mid. But if input array, so let's say the target number is less than the number at the midpoint. So in this case, the number at the midpoint is larger than the target, so we can get rid of any number to the right of the midpoint. So basically we need to assign the right pointer is the midpoint minus 1. We know the midpoint is greater than the target, so mid minus 1 will not include the midpoint. Then we have the final example. If input array, so if this point is smaller than the target, meaning that the target number is greater than what's at the midpoint, well then we need to move the left pointer. So left equals mid plus 1, which will exclude the number at the midpoint. And that's pretty much it. So let's run it and see what we get. And it returns 3. So position, the number 4 is at 0, 1, 2, position 3 in the array. Now there are other ways you can do, there's several ways you can do this. You could do if else so it wouldn't have to check all 3 of these. You could also not have this last if statement, because if it's not the first 2, it's just going to default to this one. But either way, we get to the right answer. So that's it. Thank you for watching.